take a short walk in my shoes, my boots.
Alright, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Travis F4I. So today it's an amazing, glorious day. We got my boy's bike here, a little bit of a clapper, wiring ratchet nets, wiring harness. So we're gonna go through and fix all of this shit and wrap it up, make sure everything's good, and route this properly. Get his bike back up and running and tuned. You know, fix certain things here and there that need to be fixed. And yeah, hopefully get this bike running the way that it's supposed to be running. Other than that, my fucking bike got impounded on some bullshit for registration being 7 months out, literally 1 month past the legal exemption, or I wouldn't say exemption, but basically 1 month past the legal lawful months that you have, like, grace period, basically. So I gotta go down and pick that up next week or the week after, pick it up. The only shitty part about it is I just bought a truck and I get my shit impounded. Literally, my bike impounded literally the day after I get my truck. So good news is we still have a whole nother bike to put together. I've been putting this shit off really because like money's been tight and I've been taking care of other things, let alone I started my own business and brand. So I just been focusing on my business and doing shit on the side with the bikes and everything, getting people shit, proper. If I gotta cut off fun and riding and everything like that to focus on putting myself in a better position in the future for my own lifestyle and being able to have this lifestyle of riding without having to stress about money and everything like that, then so be it. I'll cut the fun off. Today's goal is to basically tear this whole bike apart, wiring harness, do all the things that need to be done, go over the brake system, go over the wire harness, change the filter for the fluids, put the chain on, figure out the fucking issue with the Hohei bracket that he has, or not a Hohei, it's a Street Fighter bracket, but made by Hohei. Figure out this issue because the caliper is hitting the wheel right now. Alongside that, I'm probably gonna keep sanding down this. I'm supposed to be sending this shit off to powder, and I've been going back and forth with myself whether or not I want to powder coat it or I'm just gonna end up painting it myself. I damn near have everything to paint shit and sandblast. I just gotta go pick up my sandblast machine and I need to pick up my sandblast machine. I need to pick up my press machine so I can do my own bearings and stuff like that. I'm picking up a wash tank. I'm ordering a fuel injector cleaner and tester so that it basically cleans your injectors and fuel flows it so that it's all even. I'm ordering that shit soon. All this stuff that I'm ordering from the garage is basically for my business. So a lot of the things that I can do and have help other people when they bring their bikes to me to work on, this is the futuristic thing and goal for it set up. Alongside that, my business name, right? I created a business. I'm waiting on legal documentation to get finalized before I actually launch my website. I'm already in the process of making prototype parts. If you follow me on Instagram, you kind of seen the prototype pieces being developed on 3D renders and stuff like that. The thing is, they have been cut, but I didn't account for a lot of the plastic pieces on the subframes right now, so I have to go back and re-edit everything and account for all the plastic pieces so that there's no hiccups with taking them apart and putting them on. The side pieces overall will be welded, but the bottom, like, under tray piece will have to be like a rib nutted in, not welded in like I wanted it to be, which is totally fine. We can work around that. I will be having more product in the near future for the S4Is. I am trying to reach out to like a company for making merch as well with my brand logo. So a lot of this is slow pacing and a lot of it is kind of fast paced, but it's slow paced at the same time. I'm going off of my own speed. I had no no set date. I don't really run off a time frame of when it needs to be released or anything like that. I really want this to be like very pristine and like done right, so that if I were to have released it, there's no bad customer feedback of, oh, this doesn't fit, this and that, this product's trash, X, Y, and Z, you know? That's what I'm really not trying to have. You know, over time, there is going to be, like, when it comes to business and stuff like that, you are going to have some bad customers or negative feedbacks and stuff like that, which all can be resolved if you figure out what the problem is and figure out what the customer needs. I test rode this bike. I love this bike. I'm probably, if he decides to keep it, I'll just buy it off of him and ride it. It's a very good, well set up stoppy bike for me to practice on. And I just love the brake setup, like the Brembo 19 for the front brake. I'm probably going to do on my bike because it's so responsive and it's easier for stoppies. I had just bought that truck over there, that Ram 1500. Love the truck. We'll be doing a lot to it as far as a facelift and fixing a lot of the dings and damages that is on it. First and foremost being like the fenders, the headlights, the bumpers. The lighting on the truck is shitty just because the fog lights or the headlights are so they're hella blemished, right? The lighting on it is hella blemished. The bumper is dented. The radiator support is damaged. It's bent on the top, and it's bent on the bottom as well for the bumper alignment. But the frame is not bent. So I'm going to be getting new headlights, new fenders, new bumpers, a new grill. I'm gonna sand the hood down so that when I do order the wrap, I can just wrap the whole truck with it. And then getting taillights as well. Other than that, you know, the interior is actually pretty nice, minus the crack on the dash as well. But this is all gonna be swapped out. Headliner's gonna be like, I'm gonna make my own custom headliners, change the little things out here and there, do a whole 5th gen conversion, or not really a 5th gen conversion. I'm gonna do the 4th gen conversion. The interior with the 5th gen dash, or might as well just go with the whole 5th gen dash or 4th gen interior. I don't know yet. Whichever one's cheaper, and you know, direct bolt up. Okay, what is up, everybody? Welcome back. It is hours later. Go and do some errands. Had some people come over and grab some shit. I took a nap. I took a bloody nap, and yeah, we're now back to it. So got the harness off. I'm gonna go over everything. Get rid of all these zip ties and stuff like that. Going to solder. I'm probably gonna solder this. It's to the power wire to his fuse box, so I'm probably gonna solder that, heat shrink it so it doesn't, like, this doesn't disconnect or anything like that. Heat wrap everything like that. Make sure nothing gets melted. Electrical tape wrap it. Yeah, just really thoroughly go over everything, make it nice and neat and tidy for him. There's a couple of things that he did wrong. A lot of the things that he was trying to figure out, right, is why every time you idled, right, it felt like a bog and everything. So these bikes, F4Is in general, I don't know about the 636s, but I do know for sure, like, F4Is out the back of my hands. When these bikes came from factory, one being, they have an O2 sensor for emissions, and they also have a charcoal canister for emissions. So where is it at? This line right here, right, is for the charcoal canister. And when you delete the charcoal canister, you have to get rid of this whole entire line and block off the ports. And with that being said, he deleted the charcoal canister but didn't block off the port. So he technically sucking in extra air into the throttle ports, causing him to have bogging issues, misfire, the bike sounding wrong, and all other nonsense and stuff like that. So what we're going to do, as we have on my other motor and stuff like that, my bike right here, I'm sanding this down and probably going to start painting it soon once the subframe is done. We're going to send it to powder coat and everything like that, but I'm very much on a time crunch and trying to get everything ready for Texas, because I've been wanting to go to Texas ESR for like a long ass time. I wanted to go for like the last 2 to 3 years, and I haven't been able to. One being for like financial reasons, court reasons, and every time that I get ready, I'm practicing to get ready for Texas, I've always somehow managed to fuck up my bike, and it prevents me from going. So right now, I haven't really been riding that much. I'll go ride here and there, but as far as like going hard and like breaking my shit and tossing my shit around, I haven't really been doing that, just because for the fact that I really want to make a ride out this year without any fuck ups on my bike, you know? And it's been dawning on me that I haven't been able to go to any out of state ride for the main reason I've been fucking up my bikes. So I'm gonna use my motor as an example for now to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So, like I said, right, there's 2 different types of throttle bodies out here for the F4Is. If you had a California F4I, right, California F4Is come with that charcoal bullshit and emission stuff that really, when you don't even get your bike smogged, it's just on there just to be on there, in my opinion. There's the California throttle body, which has extra ports that had the vacuum port hoses to the throttle body for the charcoal canister. And then if you have anything outside of California throttle body, they don't have those ports and they don't have a charcoal canister. So this is the perfect example, because this is a California throttle body and everything like that. So the charcoal canister port right here, the charcoal canister that he had, the vacuum lines go right here. So you take out all those vacuum lines to ports 1 through 4 for cylinders 1 through 4, and you'll cap them off and block them off so that it doesn't suck in any air, so you can do the emission delete. And then you're gonna reroute the wires so that this line go directly into your map sensor, and then these lines go to the air box, and the last line will go to your fuel pressure regulator, which should always be connected. The only thing that you really have to reroute is the map sensor lines, and that's about it, and cap off the ports. So I think I pretty much figured out my main reason. He did have issues with the throttle body with the with these little caps to the sync ports not being on. So I'm gonna go over and resync his bike just to make sure everything's in line and in sync properly. But the main issue right now that I'm pretty sure that he doesn't know about and been having is that he just sucking in vacuum air right here. So we're gonna take off all these lines, and then we're gonna cap off all the ports, because these don't need to be on here. With that being said though, as far as me getting my other bike back together, the white one, the purple one will be back after I go pick it up from impound soon. Registration issues, but the white bike, I'm gonna have to take the frame down. Might as well go and take the frame down to like a CHP office to get a verification, or I might have to schedule an appointment. I don't know how things work out here with Sacramento. I know in Solano you gotta make an appointment. It's like 3 to 4 months out or so, and you basically gotta get a VIN verification. So I'm gonna get a VIN verification for this just because it's not in the system, and you know, just so I don't have any more fucking issues with the laws whenever I take this out on the streets. That's the last fucking thing I want to deal with. Even though I paid so much fucking money to the cities and the counties and stuff like that for over the last 4 to 5 years, just from being a dumbass at a young age. So, you know, it's better to do things the right way than fuck around and do the wrong things for the adrenaline rush and then have to pay for it later on down the road. But yeah, I'm gonna get these sanded all down tonight. I do need to pay to get the replacement parts on these, and then I'm probably gonna sand these each individual parts and just fucking, I might just leave these black just for the fuck of it, But everything else, like these will be black, and because they're getting replaced, and then I'm gonna have everything else white, just because, or just might have it one solid color. I don't know yet. I'm very indecisive with colors. I love all colors, but I'm very indecisive, and I really would like to have, you know, a solid colored bike like the purple one. But I think I'm gonna be changing up the purple bike a little bit, just because the white wheels and everything. I'm probably gonna paint the frames white as well, just to give it a little bit of a contrast and shit. But I'm gonna dive right into this. I don't know if I have any vacuum cap off ports or vacuum caps. I'm pretty sure I do, but I might have used them on the other fucking bike I was working on the other day, the Suzuki. So I might not have all the vacuum ports that I need, or caps. Jesus. Let's see here if we get lucky. If we get lucky, we're gonna have 2 vacuum caps. If not, doesn't look like we're very lucky today. I got 1. It might be in the bottom of my toolbox, to be honest. Let's see here. Might have to dump out my toolbox and get the caps. So I only find 1 cap right now. So I'm either gonna have to go pick up some more caps, fuck, or we're gonna have to dig through and find some. But either way it goes, it's not the end of the world. Put that back in. Jesus, I don't know what it is. I think I got something stuck in my throat or something like that. But yeah. So we got this, which I'm gonna need. So yeah, let's dive right into it. Alright, y'all, that's pretty much it for today's vlog. I'm gonna finish up wrapping the harness, soldering some of the connectors on the power wires and stuff like that, and wrapping it up and putting it back on. Pretty much got everything done. The only thing I'm waiting on right now is for him to get the chain out, hopefully tomorrow. I fixed the vacuum leaks, I fixed the throttle body, I fixed the lines for the brakes and everything like that. The only thing I got to go through now is this little rat's nest for the brake lights and everything like that. Reroute some wires. Yeah, almost done. So get rid of more fucking zip ties and shit. Holy shit, man. But yeah, pretty much almost done with this. I'll probably have this back up and running by tonight. Actually, I won't have it running tonight because he doesn't have gas and I have to go get gas for him. But as far as like wiring, mechanical shit and everything like that will be done. And the only thing I have to do left is mess with sync the throttle bodies and mess with the cam chain tensioner if it's too tight or too loose. So I gotta adjust it. But overall, we're pretty much done. That's pretty much it for today's video. If anybody's ever dropped their bike off to me and, you know, trusted me with my work and doing everything mechanical wise to get your bike running right, I appreciate every single one of y'all. If you could leave me a review eventually, once I get a website made, if y'all want to leave a review, let other people know like I'm legit and everything like that, and I'm not fucking nobody over and everything like that, that'd be awesome as well. As far as my brand goes for Prospect Stunt Parts, like I said, I'm still working on the brand. I'm very like excited for it. It's just taking a lot of time, a lot of like editing, making sure everything's right and perfect. Working on clothing brands as well for it. I don't know if I'm gonna like pursue the clothing and merch line of it, but the mechanical aspects and the fabrication aspect of it is mainly my goal. But yeah, the main goal, like with everything, the main goal with everything with that brand, right, is a lot of people are not very fortunate. I don't know if you can see me. So the main goal with the brand, right, a lot of people are not very fortunate to get into, you know, stunt writing. I get a lot of text messages. I see a lot of people that want to get into the stunt writing scene, but financial wise, they're not able to, just because a lot of things are expensive to get, like crash cases are almost an arm and a leg sometimes, depending on the brands. Other pieces and stuff like that are expensive to get into. Handbrake brackets are sometimes expensive to get depending on the bike that you have. A lot of things come into play financial wise when getting into something that you want to pursue. And my main goal for my brand is basically to give people the option and utilize a lot of the OEM parts, but give people the option to get into the stunt riding scene for not like an arm and a leg, really. Like being able to provide people the option, you know, like keep it not cheap, but like right in the middle, you know, where it's like still within price range and budget for people. So budget friendly, and just keep people on the roads and riding and pursuing their passion. It's really my main goal with the brand. I know how hard it is for me. Like I literally I learned from my own experiences, you know. I learned from trial and errors, fucking up myself, breaking my wrist, breaking my collarbone, concussions, you know, dislocating my shoulders. Like I learned a lot from just trial and error in this game. And for the people that want to pursue stunt riding and stuff like that, because I know a lot of fast boys are trying to switch over to the stunt riding shit. For those that do want to pursue that thing, my goal is to help y'all. You know, I don't look to gain nothing off of it. I'm just really trying to get my brand out there and help people get into something that's cool and get y'all the experience that we got as well, and basically just spread the love. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Hopefully soon I can give y'all a quick little detailed video of the product once it's finished, if it turns out good. Other than that, it just really just grind and hustle. I haven't really been writing much. I haven't posted any lot videos, mainly because I just been so focused, stuck inside my garage. Like it's the only place I find peace and able to like get more creative thoughts within myself. So I don't really know when I'll be back riding or if I'll even ride anymore, to be honest. Like I just really been feeling like I've been burnt out, to say the least. Like I've been really burnt out going to the lots. I haven't really been like getting that motivation from others, and I'm not looking for motivation from others, but I'm looking for that push, and I haven't really gotten that push. So I kind of just step back from riding until I find the confidence and fire within myself, like I did before when I was like progressing as much, to just really say fuck it and just push myself, really. Because you know, sometimes a lot of people won't do it for you, so you gotta do it for yourself. But anyways, enough of that. Travis, I hope this bike, you like the way this bike turned out after I'm done with it, because I know I'm gonna do a banger ass job on this bike, and it's not gonna be the same bike as you bought it in. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you're local within like Northern California and you want your bike worked on, like anything that's like fork seals, tune-ups, throttle body sinks, you know, just basic mechanic work, or you need help with something, don't be afraid to tap in with me on my Instagram or drop a comment below, and we'll figure something out, you know. But I'll see y'all on the next one.
Can you lay low for me? Can you lay low? Can you lay low for me? Can you lay low? I just came to ask you one question, this will you go for me? The baggage in my pocket get higher, can you lay low for me? Can you heat it up and light the stove when it get cold for me? Can you suit it up, get booted up and hit the road with me? Fast race, come join the trophy team. She just want a nigga to herself, come be alone with me. The neighbors know my name, the way she sing it like I'm Jodeci.